For anybody who has struggled to a point where they're not seeing themselves progress and they want to get themselves to a certain point. Hey guys, so I'm here with my client Evie, and she's over there in the bright yellow, and we're about to get a leg workout in here at Fusion. And for some reason on Tuesdays a lot of people like to go to the gym. I haven't opened up today yet. I just got this camera and I'm not feeling it because I can't bring up the screen. I have to figure out how to rework this camera, but I can't see myself right now. So hopefully I'm in the right frame. I'm having a lot of issues with the camera that I sent in. They said it won't be back until October 25th, so that's a good amount of time not with me. So anyways, today is Tuesday, October 11th, and we're about to get a leg workout in. When you warm up, you should always just warm up with the bar. Don't do any type of serious static stretching. You don't want to overstretch the muscles and you don't want to tear the muscles. They're too tight and they're not as loosened up when you first start a workout, so just by doing the movement, getting warmed up, that's the best way to start a workout. Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in to another leg workout. So today's leg workout, we start off with sumo deadlifts. And sumo deadlifts are one of my favorite types of deadlifts. I always feel pretty strong through them, and I was able to really get to a high amount in my last off season, so I'm really looking forward to building my strength this time. But as you can see, when I do the sumo deadlift, I'm not overextending the hips at the top. I keep the tension, the glutes and hamstrings high, and I focus on my form right before I get started. I never go right into a deadlift. I never go right into a squat. Anything that is very heavy, you definitely want to make sure your setup is perfect before going into it. That'll just reduce injury. So for this sumo deadlift, I was able to get up to 195, and I have been stuck at 175. So to get to 195 today just felt absolutely amazing. I feel like my strength is getting a lot better, and my food is going up, my cardio is going down. I'm seeing my physique change, and it really is due to the fact that I'm challenging myself with heavy weights with lower body. The lower body will respond better when you challenge it with heavy weights and not as much high rep exercises. Of course, for the glutes, you do want to be doing some high rep banded work, but the legs, if you really want to see significant leg progress, you need to challenge yourself with the weights. I'm going to stop at 185, but my client Evie motivated me to do 195, and I was feeling good. I was feeling motivated and energized, so I went for it. And in the last clip of sumo deadlifts, you will see me do the 195, and it was great to have her there for support.
You got it.
So if you see this reverse hack squat in your gym, don't be afraid of it and try to really make different effective uses of it. So for this time we did reverse hack squat, but I did not come all the way up. My hips did not fully extend at the top. I kept the tension in glutes and hamstrings high, and I superset this with barbell stiff leg deadlifts. I always like to do stiff legs on a platform, just keeps the ground pretty even, and I get a good stretch in the hamstrings as I come down, as I'm pushing my butt back. So really pay attention to my form here. I have 45 pounds on each side, and I'm not overextending at the top. So everything is a short movement squat, reverse hack squat, and that is what I'm doing here. I did about 20 reps of that. Again, superset with about 15 to 20 reps of the stiff leg deadlifts. I'm going to let the rest of this workout play out. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course learn something always from my leg workouts and be able to apply it to yourself. So thank you guys for watching this leg workout, and I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, so we just ended the workout here with Evie. What did you think of the workout?
It was amazing. It was tough though, but it was amazing. I pushed through.
Yeah. We're learning how to make like strength gains and what we're going to be improving on. So I feel like we always learn something every time we do the workout, and we have a really good dynamic. So it was a really good workout, and it was fun to always do it with somebody. I always say that it just gives you like extra motivation.
Definitely.
And we did sprints.
Yeah.
Finished off strong.
Yeah, we did.
It always feels good to get it done. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the workout, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, so I just want to have a small little talk about clean eating versus IIFYM. I've listened to a few podcasts, I've experienced two different things, two different scenarios, two different clients, one good, one bad. I shouldn't say bad, but just not on the same level, not seeing eye to eye. So I just want to tell you guys what my perspective is, clean eating versus IIFYM. Whether you are a clean eater or a IIFYM eater, which is tracking your macros, you are still, in a sense, tracking your macros. So if you don't actually know your macro count, but you're following a clean eating meal plan, that is based on a macronutrient count. Whether you know the exact numbers or not, that is following some type of macronutrient, because every food that you eat contains some type of form of macronutrient count. So carb, macronutrient being a carb, fat, or protein. And if you are in an off season, if you're just living your life, it's not necessary to track everything to a T, and it's not necessary to be so bogged down with macros and worrying about hitting your numbers and all this stuff. But if you have specific goals in mind, if you want to cut, if you want to see your physique change, if you want to see it progress to a certain level and you're not getting there and you're frustrated with where you are at right now, then my best advice is to track your macros. So one of the issues was I was working with a new client and I gave them a meal plan and I gave them their macros. So I gave them a meal plan just because they weren't as familiar with macros. So I wanted them to see like how that is worked in and how the numbers work and how I created their balanced meal plan based on the macro numbers, and it wasn't just these certain foods. And they came back at me, well, this is not clean eating, this is not the way it should be, I'm not going to lose weight on this. They were very, 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 very doubtful of me. And whether they want to choose their chicken and broccoli or whether they want to choose chicken, zucchini, and cheese, that doesn't matter. Like, it's just the selection of foods. So they're telling me that they don't want to eat gluten, they don't want to eat dairy, they don't want to eat all this stuff. Well, you're making yourself intolerant to something, and it doesn't have to be so restrictive. So if you weren't born with a certain intolerance, there's no reason to take it out of your diet. Your body's not going to react to it. It's only going to react to something like that if you were born with it or if it's been away from it for such a long time. So I just want to make that clear. But again, back to the point of macros and clean eating. If you have certain goals and you're stuck with where you are, with a client that I'm working with now, I had her just track her day, just see what she's currently eating and compare to the numbers that I gave her, and she was like 10 grams over in fat, and she thought she was following the same calorie count that the one that I gave her and the one she was working with. Yeah, it might have been the same calories, but 10 grams over in fat. Fat calories are more than double, they're 9 calories per gram. They're more than double a carb count. So if you're over by 5, it's not as drastic as if you're over by 5 for fat. So like there's more calories per gram in a fat macro. So she was over by 10 grams of fat. Well, that's going to make a huge difference. She's saying she can't see her abs and she's not getting the leanness she wants. Well, honing in on her macros and being accountable for what she's actually putting in her body is now she's going to see herself change. And we sort of like had a discussion yesterday through FaceTime, and I'm really excited to see her progress. So it's just about being accountable. You need to be accountable in some type of way if you have certain goals in mind. So right now I am reverse dieting. Not everybody reverse diets after their shows, not everybody reverse diets after a cut, but I need to build my metabolism, and I strongly believe that you should reverse diet after a drastic cut and build that up. And I keep myself accountable with my macros. I track everything basically. There's some things I loosely track, but I track everything basically because I enjoy seeing myself progress. I enjoy seeing myself get stronger, and I enjoy seeing my carb tolerance increase. I'm doing this reverse diet right to make my next cut not as drastic and just making my metabolism healthier. So I am taking this route in my off season, but
again, these are my specific goals. If you have specific goals in mind, you need to have some way to be accountable. So I just want to add that in. If you feel like you're not sure what to do, or you're trying different things and it's not working, you need to just use MyFitnessPal, get on there. It's very user friendly, it's very easy, and I'm telling you, you will just feel so much better knowing that you're keeping yourself accountable and you're able to know where to add or subtract from there depending on the macronutrient count you're currently following. So before you dive into getting a coach, before you dive into all different people, asking all different people, just start experimenting yourself. And if at that point, after a few weeks, after a few months, if you're not seeing the results, then it's time to reach out to somebody. And there's a lot of resources online, there's a lot of videos you can watch. So be resourceful, ask questions, just keep trying and don't give up on yourself. So I just want to add that in. Don't feel like you need to be a clean eater or you need to not be, just track. You'll see yourself change if, again, just accountability. I really just want to keep that ingrained in your head. So again, for anybody who has struggled to a point where they're not seeing themselves progress and they want to get to themselves a certain point. So I just wanted to add that in. I was listening to a podcast and I feel like I wanted to add that in here, and it really inspired me. And I feel like a lot of people just throw different things around and saying, don't track and don't be bowed down and don't do this. It's just doing what works for you. So if you found this helpful, I'll see you guys in the next clip. It was a great day, great leg workout. I always try to end it on a good note. I always just feel so thankful to do what I do, and I love being with my clients. And I was just talking to Evie today. I enjoy the coaching aspect side, and I am really excited. I have a lot of girls competing right now, so it's a very exciting time for me, and it feels really good seeing them happy and achieving their goals. So I just want to wrap up today. See you tomorrow. Can't see you guys, but I'll see you tomorrow.